Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of your YouTube Live. I'm Hector.
I'm Michelle.
I'm Gabby.
And I'm Abby. Hope you all had a wonderful week. Today is going to be a great weather. Forecast is going to be 72 degrees with plentiful sunshine. If you do plan to go outside, please remember to follow CDC protocols.
To start out today's live stream, we would like to congratulate all the seniors receiving their acceptance letters. Remember to always check your emails. You will be hearing soon from the UC, so keep an eye out for that. Lastly, FAFSA and DREAM Act are due on March 3rd. So if you haven't completed it, make sure to do so. Now we have Charles that would like to speak to us about his experience with being accepted to one of the colleges of his choice. Hello, Charles. Thank you for joining us.
Hello, thank you for having me. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Yeah, thank you for having me. And yeah.
So would you like to tell us about your college application process? What college did you get accepted to, and what school did you choose? Will you choose?
Well, so far I've been accepted to all of the CSUs that I've applied to, and one of the UCs I've applied to, which was Berkeley. And so far I haven't heard anything from my privates yet. But the application process, I would say, it was quite difficult, getting everything ready and doing FAFSA and CSS profiles, and just finishing the UC applications with all the essays that they have you write, and all the and having to reference everything. But I would say in the end, when you complete it all, it's definitely worth it, because you get to solidify your future and really just get the solid concrete that, okay, I've done this, and it's just a waiting process at this point.
Well, congratulations. What does it take to be accepted into one of the best UC schools in California?
Well, I think to begin, it definitely takes, confidence in yourself. I hear a lot of my peers talk about how they don't think they can get into this school or that school, but really schools do really just look at who you are as a person. Grades, they come second when it comes to them looking at who you are, and you can't cut yourself short just because of how you performed in school, because that's not, grades don't define the person. The person defines, what kind of things they do around them. And I would say getting accepted was probably just because of the, of course it was because of the grades that I got throughout my my high school. But it also, in consideration to that, was also because of all the extracurriculars I did. I did volleyball, and I did a bunch of other programs that help seniors, and helped me put myself out there as volunteering. And whenever I was given an opportunity, I kind of just took it, and I ran with it. I always try new things, and I think more people should be willing to try new things to open up their experiences, but not only make themselves look better, but grow with the process.
That's cool, man. That's cool. Were your grades always good from the beginning, from elementary and all the way coming into high school? What did you do to maintain that GPA?
Well, school was always kind of easy for me, but I never really tried, in a sense. I would say high school was when I tried the hardest, because definitely ninth grade was when I had and Mr. Ramos can also vouch for this, was when I had a B in his class, and I was struggling to even just keep that grade. But it wasn't because it was too difficult. It's just I didn't have the passion that I needed to pass his class. And going into 10th grade that summer, I told myself, the summer of ninth grade, I told myself, okay, that's the last B I ever received on my report card. For now on, it's A's going forward. And I just kept the same determination that I had before, and I just stuck with it. And, it was really difficult at times, getting that A and, getting that final grade, especially when, finals came around and you had to really grind the work and study and, just be prepared. But I would say, just staying determined and, staying active and, always asking my teachers questions. I think that was one thing that I'm really glad I did. I built relationships with my teachers, so that way when I had a question, they knew how to answer them, but they also knew, how to help me the best way that could be helped, basically.
You said that you got a B with Ramos. What grade was that in?
That was ninth grade algebra 1. Yeah, I actually had a couple of B's. It was like I only had like 2 A's on my final report card of like second grade. I mean, second semester, ninth grade. So definitely not my shining moment in the beginning of high school.
Yeah, for all the freshmen out there, don't think that your freshman year doesn't count. It matters. Trust me, it
Yeah.
matters. I know that we would have never thought that we would have been going through this pandemic, but how has it been for you school wise?
In terms of school, it's been very weird because you're just so used to going out, and especially the second semester of junior year for me, when everything just suddenly shifted online. One day you're going to class, and the next day they're telling you, "Oh, we're changing up everything, and it's all online." So that was very difficult for me to transfer to. I found myself, constantly unmotivated because, getting up in the morning it was getting rougher and rougher, and then the weather definitely didn't help because it was getting colder as the year went on. But I think one thing I had to, find was that I had to make myself a schedule. Just schedule myself and have my structure down so that way that when it came time for classes to, get done and like me to do homework, I had something like, to work around because going to school in person was kind of just easy because you were there already. So you already had the motivation to just do what you have to do. But staying home all day, you just had a lot of distractions around you, whether that's like family or, social media or other things that just, drove your attention away from like the screen and the teacher. So I would say it was definitely hard at first, but I think I finally got it. Like, I finally got the shackles down and I understand how to, make do with what I got.
Yeah, and like for everybody to think that it's impossible, like I'm interviewing somebody who is getting accepted to one of the best schools in California, and he's going through the same thing that we're all going through. So you're not alone, and it's not impossible to succeed during this pandemic. What advice would you have for our Green Design family? Because I know that there's a lot of students who want to get into university and even be the first in their family to university.
First advice I have to say to them is, believe in yourself, like really, because it isn't easy, getting the grades that you desire, but it does take hard work. But the truth is, you can do it. I have no doubt that every student in our school can, pass all their classes with an A, because I wasn't always the best student. In middle school, I graduated middle school with like a 2.5 GPA. I don't think I've ever told anyone that, but yeah, and that's really low. And now I'm graduating high school like with like a 3.9, and it really just takes a change in attitude and a change in motivation and schedules. You just have to switch up your habits. Start asking yourself what's important to me, and what do I want to be. When I graduate high school, do I want to have a chance to go to the dream school that I always wanted to go to, or do I just want to go and like work minimum wage jobs? Like it all depends on the person and like what they want to do with their future. So I would say find a way that you can effectively, take this environment that we're currently in, take advantage of it, and then when we do go back, depending on the grade, if you do end up going back to classes, be ready to shift over and just prepare yourself for, working hard because all it takes is like, working hard. And another thing I would say is don't be afraid to ask questions because I feel like a lot of students never ask their teachers questions because they're afraid of like, ridiculing them or people making fun of them. And honestly, it's high school and that's childish, right? Like bullying and like, making fun of someone because they're asking a question shouldn't even be a subject at hand. But unfortunately, sometimes it still is. And like that nervousness is still there. And, if maybe you don't want to ask in front of class, maybe send an email to your teachers because your teachers are here to help you. And so, I just want to say thank you to all the teachers I've ever had because you guys have definitely helped me and like pushed me forward to this way. And honestly, I wouldn't be here without you guys. So I'm so thankful to have you guys, throughout my high school experience. And, there's just no words that I can come up with to like overall, just thank you guys for what you've done to me and the opportunity that you give.
That's great, man. That's obvious. You've been through some very challenging times where we all have, and it's good to know that somebody that goes to the same school can get over knowing that we can too. But before we end this interview, is there anything else you want to say?
No, that's basically it. there's nothing more I would like to say. I think I kind of just threw in everything there in that final statement. So yeah, thank you for having me, and yeah, I wish you guys a good weekend coming up.
Thank you, Charles, and once again, congratulations for being accepted to Berkeley, and also for being this year's salutatorian, along with
Thank you.
Well, congratulations, Charles. Wish you nothing but the best. Also, if you need anything from the campus, like transcripts, hotspots, or exchanging your computer, you must make an appointment on our school website or host school group for Monday or Friday. Remember, Dr. Lupekis is only there on Monday and Friday. If you would like to get any virtual tech support, Mr. Ramos will be available during office hours.
Guys, credit recovery and tutoring are being offered to us. Take advantage of these resources and get help now. Don't wait till last minute like many of us do. Let's change those bad habits. And if you need help, talk or email your teachers. Tutoring and credit recovery takes place every Monday and Thursday from 3 to 4. Saturday takes place as well from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. The links are always sent by Ms. Camariel every day, so log on.
Now for our club announcements. The East Asian Origin Club meets every Tuesday during lunch. If you are interested in learning about the East Asian culture and history, feel free to contact me for more information. Finally, the Outdoors Club meets every Friday at 3 p.m. To show you about the Outdoors Club, we have a quick video created by Mr. Velasquez about what the Outdoors Club has been doing throughout the years. Thank you. Now contact Mr. Velasquez for more information. Now we have another guest, Reina, who would like to speak on her new club.
All right. Hi, Green Design STEAM Academy classmates. I'm Reina, Senior Class President. I want to talk about my new club that I started with Educare. I named it Intersectional Environmentalism, which is basically a term that means social justice and the earth. We meet Tuesdays and Thursdays at 2:30. I started this club because I'm passionate about social issues like Black Lives Matter, feminism, indigenous rights, Latinx, and many more. In my club, I connect these issues to climate change and how how it will and is affecting many more groups. In my club, I connect these issues to climate change and how it will and is affecting these groups. We will also do some at-home gardening. Everyone at Diego is welcome. My priority right now is having freshmen, sophomores, and juniors join so that once I leave for graduation, we can continue this. I look forward to seeing new faces on Tuesday. If you have any questions, email me.
Thank you, Reina. What inspired you to start this club?
Well, my first inspiration was knowing that once climate change is starting to affect us, that low-income communities like us right now, we're going to be the most affected.
What is the process to start a club?
Well, for me, it just started with a passion. For me, like the main thing, passion, so that you don't go through a burnout and then you don't continue your club. So yeah, be passionate about something.
Thank you. Do you have any advice for anyone at Green Design that wants to start a club?
I feel like it's the same thing. Have a passion and talk to people that are in charge of like school things, like your counselor, your principal, and they'll be able to guide you.
Thank you for starting this club at Green Design. It will definitely promote our mission at Green Design for our present and future students.
All right. Thank you for having me.
And now we have Ms. Aguilar to talk about senior activities. Ms. Aguilar?
Hi everyone. I'm sorry. So I'm not here to really just talk about senior activities. I'm here to talk about, some of the questions that you seniors have regarding like cap and gown, senior portraits. So because I've been getting a lot of messages about that, and I see that Abby and Gabby are both wearing their jerseys, so that means you guys got them, and I'm so happy to see that. I'm sorry that it takes so long for you guys to get your jerseys, but I wear them with pride because this is your senior year. Senior portraits yearbook. If you haven't yet gone and taken your senior portraits, I did post in your Schoology group that we have until the 28th to actually take your senior portraits. And I got some updated information from Madry yesterday from Abby that if you decide not to take your senior portrait, but you go to someone else and take it, you could turn that picture in and you could actually put it in the yearbook. Also, she did say that it's not the cap and gown that are going to go in the yearbook. It's actually the formal, the girls with the black and the boys with the tuxedo. So you guys have that information. It's posted on Schoology class of 2021 group. Cap and gowns, like the official cap and gowns for this year, will not be distributed until I believe the end of May or even the first days of June, because it's going to take that long. And I don't really know whether or not this year they'll be charging for it. Last year, because of COVID, and everything was just so, so like all of a sudden that, we had to have school closures. So last year's cap and gowns, there was no charge for seniors. This year, I really don't know whether or not they're going to be given to seniors. So I don't have that information right now. Everything's really uncertain still. We know for sure we can't have large group gatherings. So prom is going to look different this year. And last year, it didn't even look at it like anything. We didn't have prom. So continue to message me. I'll visit your guys' advisories with more information. FAFSA is really important. Those of you that have not filled FAFSA, we're having a competition between advisories. So if you're Ms. Frias, Ms. Smith, and Mr. Science advisory, whatever advisory has the most FAFSA completions by the end of this month, which gives us a couple of days in March, because March 2nd is the deadline, okay? So whoever has the most will win a pizza party. Yes, a pizza party. Dr. Lepegas already approved it, and that's all tentative if we are going back to school. So thank you for having me today. I'm sorry that it's all very rushed, but if you still have questions, contact me in Schoology, send me an email. Take care, guys.
Thank you, Ms. Aguilar, for that information. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram. Check Schoology and our school website for any news and updates. To keep the cases of COVID low, please remember to avoid large gatherings, stay 6 feet away from people, and always wash your hands for at least 10 seconds frequently. Ending our episode, always remember the 3 R's.
Be respectful to everyone.
Be responsible for your actions.
And be ready to learn. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.
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 Bye.